Ordinary just won't do. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Matrix. In that story, Neo begins as an ordinary man living an ordinary life. He is stuck in frustration, trapped in routine, carrying the weight of a life that feels small, predictable, and unfulfilled. He works a dead end job, lives beneath his potential, and deep inside, he knows something is missing. Then Morpheus enters the story. Morpheus does not just talk to Neo about where he is, he speaks to who Neo could become. He calls out something in him that Neo cannot yet fully see in himself. With his words, he begins to stretch Neo's thinking, awaken his belief, and challenge him to consider that he was made for more. That he was never designed to stay trapped in mediocrity. That maybe, just maybe, he could become the one. That is the spirit of Be Extraordinary. In this message, I want to be that voice in your life. I want to interrupt the powerless, uninspired, ordinary story you may have been living. I want to speak to the hero in you, the genius in you, the greatness in you, the legend in you that has been buried under fear, routine, disappointment, and conformity. Because the truth is, we live in a world that constantly pressures people to settle. It teaches people to play small, to blend in, to survive instead of build, to accept average as normal. But something deep inside of you knows that average was never your assignment. There is a hunger in you for more, a hunger to rise, a hunger to break old patterns, a hunger to discover your true purpose, a hunger to stop living beneath your calling and start walking in the fullness of who you were created to be. That hunger is not random, it is proof. Proof that there is more in you than what has been seen so far. Proof that ordinary does not fit who you are. Proof that you were made for something greater. And every extraordinary journey begins with a moment of awakening. A moment when something rises up in your spirit and says, I cannot keep living like this. I cannot keep shrinking. I cannot keep settling. Ordinary just won't do. That moment changes everything. Because once you realize that, the journey begins. You start peeling away the fear, the labels, the doubt, and the false beliefs that have kept you bound. You begin facing the thoughts that told you that you were not enough, not capable, or not worthy. And yes, the path will challenge you. It will stretch you. It will demand courage. But every obstacle will build strength, and every step forward will reveal another layer of your greatness. And this journey is not just about you. When you rise, you give others permission to rise. When you choose the extraordinary, you become evidence that more is possible. So now the question is simple. Will you keep settling, or will you answer the call? There is greatness in you. There is genius in you. There is an extraordinary life in you waiting to be lived. So let this be the moment you decide. Ordinary just won't do. Now answer the call and be extraordinary.